What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to cover Phantasmal Flames before next week. We're most likely going to see the release next week. I think everyone knows. It's going to be very difficult to get this product, and it's going to be, basically a battleground of people trying to get this because everyone knows now because it's delayed. People know it's going to be this week. So I think there's going to be more eyes on this than usual, but I think Pokemon hopefully will increase what we can get, and hopefully, I mean, it looked like you could get 2 boxes per person in the warm up to this, but we'll see, we'll see. So let's go through some of these PokéBeach articles together, just so we're sort of all up to date and everyone knows what's going on. Phantasmal Flames featuring Mega Charizard X EX has been revealed. This will be our second English set of the Mega Evolution block. It will release worldwide on the 14th of November. Pre-orders will likely open on the Pokemon Center within the week and be notified when it drops. So this is the product, guys. This is the booster box and the pack art. To be honest, just solely my opinion, I was expecting nicer pack art and nicer box. I'm not the biggest fan of sort of the color scheme they've got going on here. I just would expect if it's an October release, going into Halloween, you'd expect more of a black background and some better coloring, from there. I'd cover this all the way around and make it more ghost like and stuff like that going forward. But yeah, aside from the coloring, of the pack, guys, I'm very impressed with what the set is likely going to turn out to be. Obviously, we can see the triple blisters here. We've got, I think that's a Sneasel, Weavile. So they're sticking to their scheme there. We've got the single blisters. We've got the booster bundle. Obviously, booster bundles are always very popular. I think it's one of the easier products for Pokemon to print. The packaging is probably less costly. You've got to think about it in terms of a business as well. So they normally print booster bundles, very well. I actually love the icon for this set. It's great. I think it's very, very, very reminiscent of October sort of time. And we come to the ETBs. What's done in ETB? The only thing I would say about this ETB, which you have to be careful with now, sometimes going forward, is it does have a weak promo, in my opinion. That it's not the most beloved Pokemon, and I think from what I've seen of ETBs, and especially Pokemon Center ETBs, the promo does drive a lot of the price of the box, a decent percentage. And if obviously the set has to be great, this is a great set. The pack, I'm sure the packs are going to do great long term. But sometimes you also do have to think about the promo. And say it's not an Eevee, it's not a Magneton, it's not Alakazam. Some of these promos are going to be worth a lot in the future, and that helps the box really appreciate in value. Obviously, some people might like this, but and the art is lovely, right? It's just not the most popular Pokemon. It's not a Gen 1, So it's very cool seeing is that an Octagon? Yeah, seeing this, but I think people would have much preferred, even Charmeleon or a Charmander. I know we've already had one, but if they could have put this Charizard in the ETB, that would be nice. That would have been nice. But nonetheless, it's going to be a great product, and obviously, it's a no-brainer to pick up Pokemon Center ETBs now. I think they're less likely to print Pokemon Center ETBs rather than the ETB, so it's more of a safer play in that respect. But on a separate note, a separate but related Mega Charizard EX Ultra Premium Collection will also release on November 14th, the same day as Phantasmal Flames hits store shelves. It will feature Mega Charizard X EX promo card. Now, to be honest, guys, I'm more excited for this than the ETB as it stands right now. The pack selection that this UPC will have is crazy. It's the best of Scarlet and Violet all the packs in the best Scarlet and Violet packs, and you get the first sort of chunk of the Mega Evolutions block. Yeah, it's going to be a heavy box, guys. And the promo is solid, as solid as a promo can get. You know, Charizard alone will be a solid promo, but the art, and I think the incorporation of the Japanese writing coming back from coming back from the mega sets back in the day, it just looks absolutely phenomenal. If this thing could load, that would be great. There we go. Yeah, it's a stunning card, guys. Just look at that artwork. I mean, I think the Mega Block was great, but I this expansion of the Mega Evolutions sets will definitely do justice for the Mega cards, and people really liked them back in the day. So I think we'll do just fine going forward with these sets. So Phantasmal Flames as a set will feature over 120 cards, 6 Mega Evolution Pokemon EX cards, so Gengar, Charizard, Lopunny, Heracross, Sharpedo, 4 Pokemon EX, 13 illustration rares, okay, and 7 ultra rare Mega Evolution Pokemon EX Trainer and Energy cards. So there might be a Gold Energy card or something like that. 5 special illustration rare Mega Evolution Pokemon EX and support cards. So there's 5 SIRs and 10 trainer cards. So it's not like horrible. It's not horrible. There is sort of, it's a very, very small set, as we'll see now. Phantasmal Flames will be our smallest regular set in years. It will only contain 94 cards before secret rares. Undaunted in 2010 was the last regular set to contain a similar number of cards, with 90 cards in the main set. So very small. You're going to be pulling a lot of the same cards. Once secret rares are accounted for, however, Phantasmal Flames will climb to 130 cards. So we've got 36 additional cards in the depth of where you want to be pulling cards, which is good, right? Which is good. This will put it on par with 2017 Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion. It'll be a lot better than that, guys, which contained 124 total cards, 111 main set, and 13 secret rares. Thus, Phantasmal Flames will be the smallest English set released in 8 years, excluding in special sets. And, guys, I think Pokemon knew that they don't need much to carry this set. They could do a smaller job and you still make it sell, because you've got the Gengar, you've got the Charizard. It'll do just fine being a small set. So our Phantasmal Flames will be based on Japan's Inferno X, 80 cards before secret rares, and the Mega Gengar EX and EX decks. They were released in Japan this month. Very interesting. We also will get our own Mega Gengar and decks, but on the October 24th. They'll mostly contain future reprints of Phantasmal Flames. This will allow you to collect some of the cards a few weeks early, like Mega Gengar EX, Mega Diancie EX, and only exclusive cards should the promo illustrations Haunter and Meluetta. For the first 11 years, Charizard has been a star of each block set, or second or third set. This transition continues our Phantasmal Flames set. So it's basically saying we're going to have a Charizard, every few years, and it's a regular thing for Pokemon. And this is what's coming up. The next few set names have been sort of patented, or whatever you want to say. Ninja Spinner, they think is going to be about Greninja. They think the next one might be about Rayquaza, and then Abyssai, we don't really know. So is there some heat coming for the Mega Evolution block? And it's going to be a wild ride trying to get product. So we might be in a difficult spot for the next year or so trying to get product. But let's take a look about what happened with this scalper clear out of the Pokemon Center, because it was, quite frankly, a crazy experience to witness this. And I can't believe they've pulled it off and actually doing it. Obviously, Pokemon have not fulfilled the orders and done all that, but they have managed to bypass the system, which is Pokemon should really be looking at. So obviously, the morning this happened, the scalper groups were somehow able to trick the checkout system into selling them the products. One Discord named Hidden Society was collectively purchased 42,000 Phantasmal Flames products. In a message to paid members, a group admin, Roby West, bragged, "This is our holiday season. Let the criers cry, the wine is wine." And they can go tell their mums what happened today while we reap the profits. Pretty disgusting, to be honest. The group openly markets itself the ultimate tool for upcoming entrepreneurs, providing exclusive information across various trending topics that they put their money in our members' pockets. It remains unclear if the Pokemon Center cancelled the group's early orders. In a private message shown to PokéBeach, one of the group admins told staff member, "Just tell everyone the orders got cancelled so people stopped talking about it." Shortly after, screenshots began to circulate of alleged cancelled orders. I'd imagine Pokemon won't let this stand. They'll be cancelling all the orders. They'll cancel everything and only fulfill what the new order is going forward when they release it next week. Some of the group admins have deactivated their accounts due to backlash. They'll probably be getting bullied for the next few months for sure. Unfortunately, it is difficult for the online stores to combat scalping groups. They often deploy bot networks, spoof credit card numbers, IP addresses, or home addresses. So to be honest, guys, at this point, it's getting an issue, and I wouldn't be adverse. Like, if I have to show Pokemon my passport, if I have to show my ID, I know you can spoof IDs and passport. If you have to get the government involved to do some second verification, I'd get them involved, because I need to show Pokemon that I'm a human being ordering the correct amount of products. I'd do anything at this point to stop this, because just give Pokemon the power, because this needs to stop. It does need to stop. If it's 3D scans of your face to get a product, I think we should be looking at that at some point, for sure. But yeah, it's still in the biggest bull market we've ever seen for collectibles, and they're experiencing shortages. And they've printed in the last 3 years 42% of Pokemon cards, all the Pokemon cards ever produced, which is a crazy statistic there. And they continue to print at max capacity, so they're doing their best to keep up with demand. But like I say, these supply sort of squeezes, they normally take a while to work their way through the system and work their way out. So we could be, another year off before Pokemon actually catches up to where they should be. And that's all I really have for today, guys. I mean, obviously, I just want everyone to be sort of prepared for next week. We don't know what day. It might be the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We don't know. But I'd imagine it'll be the first half of the week. I just hope that everyone's sort of prepared for this if they want the product. I'm hoping everyone gets their fair shot at, actually getting it. And I hope Pokemon really sort this bot issue out, because it's been an issue for the longest time, and they should really do something about it. But guys, with that, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next video.